Congratulations on the new job with the Wilderness Health Over Resource Exploitation nonprofit.
Thank you. I feel that my Ivy League education, well-crafted conservation ethic, genetic good looks and trust fund make me a perfect asset for WHORE. I now have a mission in life. They say it is the oldest profession.
You are lucky to find such a suitable job in this town during this economy.
I am blessed. One of the chosen ones.
Destiny, I suppose. What is your job title?
I am the Director of Wilderness Outreach and Resource Management.
So you are the new WORM for the WHORE?
Yes. While I was slow at the beginning, I now enjoy the acronyms of my new profession. NREPA, NEPA, BLMWSA, STDOMG. It makes me appear knowledgeable about the issues without being too aloof with the locals.
Gotcha.
My first assignment as worm was to work on my cover.
Your what?
You know, how I blend into the community. My street credibility.
How did you accomplish this?
I went straight to the Patagonia outlet to replace my button-down wardrobe with recycled and organic fabrics that have a cause. I bought a pair of Keen shoes. Most importantly, I purchased a fixed-gear town bike so I can impractically commute around town with my messenger bag and helmetless head. I will be the epitome of style. I will be accepted. Besides, HORE gives me a bicycle parking space just off First Street near the Starbucks where I can be seen riding and parking my fixie in my eco-friendly attire.
That says a lot about you. So what is your actual job?
From this well-appointed upscale downtown office, I will educate my new community on the importance of protecting our endangered public lands because they have obviously failed to see the urgency of doing it on their own. I will also develop programs to extract money from wealthy private and corporate donors from across the country that have no idea of how we spend the money or of our tactics. Since I am now cool with my town bike, I have been assigned to spin our abysmal record of collaborating with bicyclists into something positive. I will confuse the public with subterfuge by using the word wilderness as an uppercase proper noun, or as a lowercase noun without them knowing which I mean.
That sounds unethical. Or at least deceptive.
No way, dude. That's the way WHORE rolls. I have access to thousands of photos of trembling newborn deer fawns in the wildflowers. I will use my technically superior skill set to compose a social media blitz that combines those cute Bambi images with a shot of a mud-bogging four-wheeler, a logging truck and an open-pit mine. The checks will come pouring in. I will exploit America's weakness for Bambi to further fund our wilderness cause. I am required to mention all-terrain vehicles and bicycles in the same sentence for the greatest hyperbolic effect.
Are you freaking joking? Does that actually work?
HORE has sustained itself for 50 years using these tried-and-true methods. We have not changed our views since 1964. This is serious big business.
Impressive. You and your parents should be very proud. Group of dots. Group of dots. I hear you are going on a guided hunting trip this fall.
Yes. As part of my conservation credibility incentive package, I earn organic eco-bucks at the local co-op if I pursue big game hunting. I will be a more authentic Western resident if I am seen wearing a stylish orange vest near dead animals. I purchased a Model 94 Winchester 3030 with open sights at Cabela's. Like John Wayne, this rifle is the apex of Western masculinity. I have practiced holding it and I look good doing so. I plan to do push-ups over the winter so I can be seen with a bow next year.
I see. Where will you be hunting?
I am going to Bob Marshmallow Wilderness with the famed outfitter that specializes in commercial wilderness trips. His website guarantees that I will have a first-class wilderness experience. I can't wait to get away from the touch of man. We will ride horses with metal shoes that eat certified weed-free feed to his tent camp in a pristine meadow 15 miles into the wilderness. Hopefully we will not encounter federally permitted grazing cattle this trip. The wool tent I will sleep in has a wood stove, fluffy pillows and cots so I will be very comfortable. A hearty breakfast will be early and we will be out of camp well before dawn to hunt my big bull with my lever-action Model 94. Once I bag my trophy, hopefully opening day, I plan to spend the rest of the time sitting back at camp in my zippered and velcroed technical clothing on my cantilevered canvas chair. admiring the wilderness landscape through my manually focused binoculars, or reviewing the hunting data on my GPS while sipping foam from cappuccinos that was frothed in an Italian contraption over a pressurized butane stove that was lit by pushing the button that created the spark by squeezing the piezoelectric crystal. The hired help will ratchet my elk off the ground safely into the tree canopy using a come-along and pulley. I will enjoy a hand-cranked blender margarita with dinner before the wood-fired hot tub is up to temperature. My wilderness mood will be heightened by reading Leopold under the black diamond LED light while listening to George Winston on my iPod that was charged by the roll-up solar panel. In that cold, clear, rarefied air, I will take a big satisfying duker in the open pit latrine.
I am almost speechless. But rest assured I am not. You are so well qualified for this job.
I also plan to fish while I am surrounded by the unspoiled splendor. I will use a spinning rod and reel to rip those fish lips. It will be a true wilderness experience. I will be accepted.
Good luck. I guess. While I am a firm believer in designated wilderness and want more of it, I must admit this whole pursuit of land protection under the wilderness banner only leaves me conflicted as an avid bicyclist and devoted conservationist. I have no desire to ride in designated wilderness areas or have the Wilderness Act updated to accommodate bicycles. But I do want cyclists to be at the table when future designated wilderness is discussed. Bicyclists must continue to advocate for the precious backcountry trails that have been ridden and enjoyed for decades without conflict. But organizations like yours want to marginalize our voice or tie bicycles to motorized users for political gain. These trails do deserve permanent protection, just not from bicycles.
Dude. No way. It is wilderness or nothing. Bicycles are not allowed in designated wilderness. They are mechanized. The presence of human-powered bicycles will deprive me and my kind of solitude and ruin the wilderness experience. No way, Jose.
No kidding. Doesn't everyone know that bicycles aren't allowed in wilderness? With the capital W? Including your funders? I was just testing you. But do you actually believe what you are saying?
I have sworn my allegiance to the mission of wilderness health over resource exploitation. My paycheck depends on the acquisition of more designated wilderness. This is what I believe. Keep it wild.
Are there not other ways to permanently protect landscapes from mining, logging, new roads and expanded motorized use than just a wilderness designation while still allowing for some bicycle use?
Group of dots.
Hello.
I cannot speak of such things.
What about companion designations to wilderness like a national protection area or a conservation management area for landscape protection that can allow bicycles on historically, economically and socially important trails?
Such blasphemy is forbidden in our manual. The logical, viable and politically appealing concepts shall not be mentioned. My mission is wilderness or nothing. Or even these days, de facto wilderness will do. Any other form of protection will be a failure for my organization and me. We would risk losing our Conservation Alliance grant. I will be shunned at the outdoor retailer show. Bambi will lose his potency and I will have to fall on my sword. Our party line is that bicycles are not a bicycle, but the evil mechanized transport that have the same impact as motorcycles. We cannot yield. Future wilderness depends on it.
Good fricking grief. No wonder we have a conservation and wilderness gridlock. How can you expound such dogmatic bullshit? Don't you know that bicyclists are a huge conservation demographic that wants land protection? And could help you get more wilderness protected if you and your kind would just lighten up a bit.
My star is tied to the wilderness machine. It is wilderness or nothing. I cannot afford to live in this town, drive a Toyota Prius and have health insurance and a 401k plan without it. Besides, my children will need braces. With wilderness, I am thinking about the future generations.
I think I'm going to puke. I'm out of here for a long backcountry bicycle ride far away from you and your agenda. Good luck as the worm. And honey, you know what they say about animated satire? Satire only hurts if that all-terrain water sandal fits. Later eco-warrior.
Your attitude does not build trust. We must have trust. Grab a glass of Kool-Aid on the way out the door. It helped me see the light.